Welcome back to my channel. So in my previous video, I had bought 15 bootleg Wing Gundam kits, which costed about less than $3 United States per kit. I'm curious to see how bootleg kits may or may not have improved over the years. So without further ado, let's get started. High grade after Colony Line, 1/144th scale Wing Gundam. If I remember correctly, this was released almost a decade ago by Bandai around September of 2013 and eventually got bootlegged by a Chinese-based company whose name I forgot. Genuinely, I'm more of a traditionalist and prefer suit designs from the Universal Century, since that's objectively superior in every way. But hey, a good deal is a good deal. So I got 15 of these dirt-ass cheap kits. Right off the bat, I saw quite a few imperfections on the kit. Specifically, the panel lines are pretty shallow, and there are weird mold lines on the wings that marked where the shoddy injection molding lines met. But hey, on top of that, we also have the usual ugly-ass seam lines commonly seen in high-grade kits. It's gonna take a lot of elbow grease, but I think I can manage this. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but this was during a live stream recording on TikTok when I built this kit. Mind you, I only have an iPhone 12 with a 64GB base storage for my recording plus video editing plus mobile gaming. So I have constant storage issues, hence why I chose to live stream instead. Making videos like these is a struggle, but also a passion project for my soul that yearns for creativity. As for why there are other live streams getting casted on my session, my guy, this is legitimately my first live stream excluding Call of Duty gaming stream sessions on TikTok. So there were functionalities that were a first time for me. When I saw co-stream or some shit like that, I just agreed and this happened. The odds of me getting phished of my credit card info must be pretty damn high. I just realized. With that said though, I'll consider that as a happy accident. Just like me when I was conceived by my parents. While Mr. Bakery Dude just dropped his stream, I was curious if he had some Panda Sal or whatever. At least we still have this birthday stream. Since they have a karaoke machine with someone singing songs from the 50s, I think. Really wholesome and traditionally Filipino. Makes me yearn for those simpler times. Woohoo, you're doing great, Grandma. Definitely 100% score. Anyway, back to the kit, fitment-wise. The bootleg kit didn't give me a hard time for the most part. More on that later. But looking at what people have now when it comes to bootlegs, then comparing to what we used to have back in the late 90s to early 2000s, bootleggers have come a long way. What's worse was that back then, people, at least in my experience, didn't really know that Ben D and Bandai were completely different, with the latter being the authentic brand. IF people wanted to give you a Gundam kit as a gift, and they saw that the toy was a robot kit with an Asian-sounding brand, they're locked in. And you're supposed to be grateful since these toys weren't cheap. Building Ben D kits, 3 things can happen. Either your fingers will hurt, or the kit will break since the plastic is soft as fuck and is very comparable to Yakult plastic. Or both will happen. Your fingers will hurt, the kit will break, nobody's happy. Anyway, back on topic, the bootleg Wing Gundam didn't have any fitting issue. Except for that round chest jewel that's usually green in color. But here, it's clear with a green sticker that goes underneath. I don't plan on using stickers since I want to fully paint this bad boy. Yeah, see my struggle. Jesus Christ, while you watch my misery, story time, I have a confession. Circle of trust, okay? Zero judgments if possible. I've been building kits since the 90s and I've been painting kits for decades now. However, I retired from the hobby around a decade ago. Inflation is real, and financial struggle hit my family real hard. So life went from Ubisoft Easy Mode to From Software Dark Souls experience. Does that analogy make sense to anyone? My guy, life hit me so hard that I'm still reeling from depression, albeit undiagnosed. I've been talking like a Dark Souls NPC for a huge chunk of my life, like, I'll just say the bleakest thing, then end the sentence with a hee Dark Souls NPC laugh track. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about. Something like this.
It is only human to commit a sin.
Yeah, something like that, but sadder. But hey, much like Dark Souls, I'm sure we can all get through this. As long as you have the right cooperator or companion in the journey. Or find a way to get a shit ton of money, then overlevel yourself. What was the takeaway here again? Oh yeah, the chest jewel. My guy, this recording was fast-forwarded by ×3 if I recall correctly. Did you see how long that took me? That shit hurt my fingers. Really reminded me of the fitment from the kit's bootleg by T.T. Hongley. Y'all still buy that these days? You still do? The fuck is wrong with you? You deserve better. Anyway, let's fast forward the recording a bit. But before I forget, it is worth mentioning that so far, the kit has two major seam lines identified. One at the side of the torso, and another at the side of the head. Both of these key parts sandwich parts in between them. Like for the head, that sandwiches the face, while the upper torso sandwiches the mid-torso part. I'll probably convert the seams into panel lines using a makeshift scriber. I'd know. Only time will tell. In the meantime, look at that. We just got a DJ. Is this what TikTok is? One side of people enjoying and having fun. While the other side are elitist pricks that judge the people that enjoy the dumb fun. Wonder where I fall in between those two categories, LOL. Let's skip again and check out the Wing Gundam's namesake, the Wings. But before I talk about that, check it, we have new co-hosts. If I remember correctly, the guy at the bottom right sells ice cream on the street. Coolio. The guy in the top right, however, I'll just call him Mr. Rizzler. Oh boy, I'll just let you deduce why. But hey, having co-hosts was a pretty interesting experience. Mr. Rizzler here was pretty fascinated with my stream. He kept on saying that I was a kid that was building Optimus Prime. Gotta love his inquisitive spirit. Here, see the shitty mold injection line? Wish I showcased it better. It's pretty bad. Oh, time to rizz it up. Not shaming their social skills, but goddamn, that sure was something. Under the legs. Genuinely, I didn't expect that I'd enjoy the leg assembly. It was very reminiscent of early 2000s master-grade kit engineering. Not too many parts, just enough and straight to the point. With that said, the detail in the underside of the feet could be better. Like, why are we still producing feet with hollowed-out details at around the 2010s? Come on, Bandai. So far, so good. Time for the accessories. The beam rifle had about for parts. Very simple, so it also has a nasty seam line in the middle. With that said, that shield, it's just perfect. Engineering's good. The tails are all there except for the bird mode eyes. Plus, it has a feature wherein if you fold the shield, the Wing Gundam can pull out its beam saber. See? They're hella dope. So yeah, that's pretty much the kit. Not gonna lie, that was a solid 8 out of 10 for me. If you're still here, thanks for sticking by. Please follow me at my socials. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook via Mandara Kamandara.